EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live first-round coverage of the Boston Championship. Hello again and welcome. I'm Rich Lauder alongside my friend and colleague Frank Novello. It is a gorgeous fall day here in Massachusetts, TPC Boston, site of the Deutsche Bank Championship, part of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Frank, a really good golf course and highly respected by the best players in the world.
It certainly is. Gives them an opportunity to score. Gil Hanse, Brad Faxon, they made some really good changes over the years, giving it that New England look, that old bunker style. And, of course, they've had a PGA Tour event here all the way back to 2003.
Heading out to the action now, we pick up with our featured golfer at hole number 10. Frank, nothing spectacular to this point in the first round. What does the player need to do just to kind of generate some momentum?
I actually think they're playing all right, Rich. It's just, compared to the top of the leaderboard, you start to think, well, maybe they're struggling. But there's ebbs and flows in this game. At the moment, it's just sort of almost like a holding pattern. But it's time to change that.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Now headed in the right direction, into red figures at 1 under par after the birdie. Frank, like all TPC golf courses, TPC Boston has the fan in mind. So you see those mounds throughout the golf course that gives people a chance to just sit, relax, and watch some golf. And there's a nice shady spot on the hill behind the 11th.
Yeah, that's just before the 12th tee, and you really do get a look at the tee shots coming in 11, as well as the little undulations and contours on that massive green.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Has it now sitting at 2 under par for the tournament. Twelfth hole now, looking at 461 yards on this par 4.
It doesn't look like there's much trouble off the tee, and that's because the trouble's with the second shot, that hazard to the right of this green.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. So into the top 15 on the leaderboard with that birdie. A few more, and who knows, maybe top 10 or top 5. Ball's teed up at the par 4 13th.
And you want to keep that ball in the air as much as you can. Carry that air on the left side. That's a big tee shot, somewhere in that sort of 300-yard mark.
That is just a beautiful shot. Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Settles in over the putt. You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Boston Championship. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. We're at the TPC Boston in Massachusetts. Frank, this is a really good-looking golf course.
Fun golf course too, Rich. Starts off with a relatively soft par 4, not very long, and then, of course, the fourth hole. You remember that on TV. It's a drivable par 4. 5, really, this beautiful dogleg left par 4. I think it's one of the prettiest holes on the golf course. Reminds me of Sunningdale in England. 7's a par 5. 2 good hits, you might be able to get home. Don't talk about the ninth to Phil Mickelson. Never really likes that hole at all. So made a mess of it over the years. Good finish there at 18, but really, if you want to look at maybe a tough stretch in the back nine, 13, 14. If you make a couple of pars through there, then you've done well. Something happens that's good.
That's a nice shot right there. Frank, they renovated the par 5 second back in 2010. What'd they do to the hole, and how does it play now?
Well, they changed the green, especially the left side. There's a huge mound there now. It's still a driver off the tee, but before you could bail out on the left side, you can't bail out anymore. It's a devilish of a chip over that mound.
Those chocolate drop mounds give the course a really nice look.
Yeah, they just pop. And you can see them, and you know that they're problematic.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Frank, how rare would this be if this putt drops?
Well, this is I'd like to say once in a lifetime, but on the
beautifully done, an eagle, and suddenly into the top 15 and into the picture here. Frank, really nice mix of holes here at the start. TPC Boston. The third, it's a par 3, about 210 yards.
Yeah, nice brick wall over the back, sort of give that look like it's been there for 100 years. But another one, really, you have to fly this ball on the green. There's no chance of running it up.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie.
Just moving that much closer to the leader now, Rich.
Frank, at 298 yards, the fourth is reachable for just about every professional. What might scare them off?
Well, that bunker on the left, that's really actually a chance to showcase your skills. And that's where you realize how much better professional golfers are. A good bunker play, especially on a hole like 4, and then you will get well rewarded.
This is a great place for a fan to watch, isn't it?
It is. You see so many different short shots around this green. The bunker shots from the left side, if you hit it over the back on the right, the little bump and run through the little valley in the green. Fun hole to watch.
Perfectly placed tee shot will set up an eagle opportunity, but then you see quite a few bogeys made here as well.
Yeah, if you stray a little bit, leave the ball too far short, then you have to play that pitch across the bunker. That's no fun.
Just want to nestle this one down to within a couple of feet. Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
With that birdie, moves one shot closer to the lead. Frank, now a beefed up par 4. This is the fifth, 466 yards long.
Prettiest hole on the golf course. A nice, gentle dogleg left. There's a bunker down the left side about 300 yards, and then there's a run out at 350.
It is nice to have that one in your bag, to be able to hit it that long.
Yeah, that has to be at least 315 yards.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This one's looking good. That is classy.
Yeah, chance of going in.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. There you have it, Frank. The second round is complete. What are your thoughts?
I think anybody looking at this leaderboard, anybody in the top 10 of that leaderboard is certainly in a good position to win. Quality of the golf there in that first 10 is excellent.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Boston Championship. Always nice to be in New England at this time of year at the TPC Boston in Massachusetts. We're about 25 miles south of Beantown, and this is a really good-looking golf course, Frank.
It is. It looks much older than what it is. It was first established just at the start of the new millennium, originally designed by Arnold Palmer. But it got that older look from Gil Hanse and Brad Faxon. But also, too, you know, if you're racking up a few points out there, or score, should I say, remember Gillette Stadium, home of the Patriots, just down the road.
Well, this is going to be an interesting day. The wind is howling, or as they would say in Scotland, just a wee breeze.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
So in the first cut here, it could be worse. Generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Hole number 8 now, 213 yards in length, a par 3. And Frank, what can we expect?
Really narrow at the front of this green. A lot of mounding. Ball normally kicks towards the left. One place you don't want to go, though, is that left bunker. The bunker shot's all downhill from there.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie.
It's no snack, though.
Frank, I thought that was in. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
That's the idea. Just knock it in. Real golfers, by the way, do not eat tuna sandwiches at the turn. They eat a hot dog, right?
Well, yeah, but if you make a mess of 9, then you're making hamburgers.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
Excellent drive, Frank, right where you want to be. Setting up for an approach shot here. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. And getting ready for the putt. In for birdie. Frank, here at the 11th, that is a massive bunker guarding the front right side of this green.
And every now and again, a tee shot plugs in there, making that second shot just absolutely horrible.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, tie atop the leaderboard now.
I think it's certainly starting to get everybody captivated.
That was a nice birdie. Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Boston Championship. Well, Frank, just a great day to be in New England. You can see the leaves are changing colors. Autumn in this part of the country is really nice. All right, Frank, we're teed up at the 15th, and a lot to talk about with your caddy on this tee shot.
Yeah, which club, which line, series of bunkers down the left. That one short right doesn't really come into play. Another one, really, fairway first. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Oh, a huge birdie right there, Frank.
Just one back now.
Frank, here at the 16th, you really see this sort of New England character, don't you?
Yeah, that stone wall now protects that sort of two-tiered green. And it sort of showcases the golf course. It just fits in beautifully with what Hans and Faxon have done to the golf course. Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Well, he's going for back-to-back birdies here, trying to jumpstart this round.
Some momentum moving in the right direction. Now, that birdie has to feel even better, Rich, with everything so tight at the top.
Right in the middle of a Donnybrook at this point. All right, you want to bring it home in style. You want to finish with a flourish. 412-yard, par 4 17th. What's the way to play it?
Just head it down the right side. You don't really want to mess with that sort of rock crop bunkers down the left side. All sorts of bad things happen if you finish there.
Coming down the home stretch here at the 17th. Set up well for a chance to get at that flagstick. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. On to the 18th and a big par 5 to finish out the round.
Yeah, fun way. Let's see, course record 61. What can you do here? What a great shot. Oh, that's fine.
Well, it is nice to have that one in your bag, to be able to hit it that long.
Yeah, that has to be at least 315 yards. Second shot.
Vijay Singh, Charlie Hoffman, and Big Henrik Stenson, they all have one thing in common. They all tied for the low tournament score at TPC Boston, 22 under.
And they're all good. Yeah, this is a golf course that obviously gives in to the longer hitters. And if there's just a little bit of sting taken out of the greens, then these long hitters have a huge advantage.
Here we go. They'll bring the hammer right on ship, setting up an eagle opportunity to win the Boston Championship. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. You always like that. Count it as a birdie. That's why you play the game, to stack up the wins. Great effort right there.